Delaware County Supervisors met Wednesday, July 26th. The following is a production of The Reporter, Delaware County's leading news source.
Okay, approval of our last month's board meeting minutes. Were there any additions or corrections from the board? If not, they'll stand as submitted. Communications.
All communications received have been referred to their respective committees for review.
There is no privilege of the floor this afternoon. Standing committee reports. Okay, we'll move on to resolutions. First resolution, resolution number 127.
I'll bring resolution number 127 to the floor and move for its adoption. Second.
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, Sheriff's Office.
Questions on this resolution?
So this trailer is how much money? 160,000, somebody said?
Correct, approximately.
And it's all budgeted except for 33 here, and I see we have another resolution for another 33.
That's correct.
So we're 66 short.
Right, when the trailer was purchased, we knew that's what the grant would cover. When we did the purchase authorization that went through committee, we indicated that there would be funds short, that it would be taken on more than likely on personal services lines. And that was approved at that point.
This is something that will be very useful to us.
It's gonna be very useful to us.
Are you gonna pull it with a Hummer?
If you
No,
buy,
don't answer.
if you buy me a hitch.
Okay, I read it.
Thank you.
Okay, please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Millay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente, Petco,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll, Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutter.
Yes.
Resolution number 128.
I bring this resolution up and move for its adoption.
2023 budget amendment, acceptance of healthcare worker bonus, Department of Public Health.
Questions? Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Millay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente, Petco, Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll, Scott, Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutter.
Yes.
Resolution number 129.
I'll pull that up and move for its adoption.
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, Department of Social Services.
This is an explanation. We budgeted 2.6 children in the budget in order to try to keep it down. And we're at 3 children right now, so we need this extra funding to fund that CSE program.
Okay, please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Millay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente, Petco,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll, Scott, Davis, Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutter.
Yes.
Resolution number 130.
Pull that up and move for its adoption.
Second.
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, cyber insurance, Department of Social Services.
Just as an explanation, we have 3 networks in social services, state, county, and an independent network, which we have a lot of stuff on. And the state has cyber insurance, the county has cyber insurance on their network, but we have no or limited cyber insurance on the independent network. And it is IT's recommendation that we pick this insurance up until such time they can supply it.
Okay, please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente, Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Resolution number 131.
Pull that up and move for its adoption.
Second.
2023 budget amendment, Adult Protective Community Living Services Grant, Department of Social Services.
Grant for $6,000.
Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal, Driscoll, Scott,
Yes.
Davis, Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Resolution number 132.
Pull that up and move for its adoption.
2023 budget amendment, Delaware County Rental Supplemental Program, RSP, Department of Social Services.
This also is a grant for homeless individuals.
Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Resolution number 133.
I bring this up and support its adoption.
Change order number 2 of proposal 31-2-222, Department of Public Works.
Just an time extension, no cost.
No cost change.
It's a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Resolution number 134.
I bring this up and move for its adoption. Second.
Authorization for disposition of personal property no longer necessary for public use, Department of Public Health.
It's a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Resolution number 135.
I bring this up, ask for its adoption.
Second.
DEP Land Use Permit, Bramley Mountain Fire Tower, Department of Economic Development.
Questions? Jeff?
Yeah, I wonder why it's gotta go through the county. I know I heard, it's gotta go through municipal and stuff, but we've already, there's more to it when you go, what the county's gonna have to take on by this. And I'm wondering why. I mean, they say they may get 10,000 visitors a year, I understand, to the site when it's finished. I don't like the fact, the county's gotta be the insurance person. Supposedly only for $25 a month or a year it's gonna cost us. But the liability factor is gonna be huge as far as I'm concerned. If you got 80-foot building or tower, people are gonna be climbing up and down. And if you get hurt, who's responsible? It's gonna be the biggest fish in the pond. It's gonna be held responsible. The county will get thrown into it. And I wonder, and then we're responsible to take it down also. DPW has said they would do it for us. But to what expense? I mean, it's an 80-foot tall building, 100-foot tall building. This is not county property. This is not county business. And to put that added expense, or it could be added expense, on the county for something that county property, supposedly 10,000 visitors a year. I have an issue with holding the county responsible insurance-wise, and to do the work and stuff too, and not, all it's gonna do is cost the county money, and I don't know if we will get reimbursed much on the facts, I'm sorry.
Bud, you had a comment?
First of all, I totally support this resolution, and the second part of it, the question to Jeremy, isn't the use of this tower fall under the general obligations law, under the same purpose of like a state-funded snowmobile trail going through personal property? If you're using the property without a charge, you rightfully don't have the right to sue the owner of the property or anybody associated with it.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that in the sense that if even assuming that were the case, it wouldn't prevent somebody from suing. It might prevent
Well, they
them from
can sue
ultimately
the bond.
recovering, but it would still have to be something the county would defend if an action was brought. So.
But doesn't it fall under the general obligations law though to a certain degree?
Without looking at it a little closer, I couldn't tell you offhand. I mean, it's in the similar vein, but whether it would be exactly the same, I don't know. I mean, it's not something I've looked at lately.
Jeff?
Well, if this is a question that really can't be answered, or you don't know for sure,
Right.
would it be right to pull it till next meeting? Because we don't have any numbers either for the cost of the county of tearing down this structure if we have to tear it down. It's a 5-year permit. They don't normally pull them, I'm not saying they do. But it could be pulled in 5 years, and in 5 years, we gotta tear it down.
Unless the permit's misused, they won't pull it.
Well, there's an unless, and we're dealing with a city. I'm sorry, I don't really trust you as far as I can throw. And I mean, that's my concern, and we don't have any figures on what it could cost. We don't have any concern, we don't have the answer of whether it be suable or not. So I would like to put forward a motion to pull it till next month's board meeting.
I would like to say that I'm in favor of this resolution. I don't think we need to pull it. In working for an electric utility, all of our easements were 5-year revocable permit. And in the 50 years I worked for the utility, they never revoked one permit, so that's not an issue. What the cost would be when we dismantle it, if it ever gets dismantled, I don't know. When's it gonna get dismantled? 5 years from now, 50 years from now? So those costs aren't really realistic to be had. I remember when that tower was there, we had about a half a mile of electric line that served it. And it was a nice tower. And then of course the city bought the property, and I guess through the realm of things it got dismantled but saved. And the Friends of the Bramley Mountain Tower group, or ARP, put 25,000 in it, and I guess the occupancy tax put another 25, and they're gonna, what that cost is, I knew at one time, but I was not prepared today to tell you, but the tower organization would foot the bill to have it installed. And yeah, there's a chance somebody will fall, Bill. Somebody will fall. Well, Bill's putting a tower up,
Get
same
pushed.
thing. Well, there's risks there, and it's gonna, yes, cost the county $25 a year extra for insurance for it. And I think it's a good tourist attraction, and it's part of our tourist promotion thing.
They could fall going into your town hall.
Pardon?
Somebody could fall going in your town hall.
Right, but also, it is a privately owned tower that is gonna be put up and taken back down. It's not even a Bramley Mountain Fire Tower ownership. It's a privately owned entity, which the county's gonna go be in the private sector, taking
I
the
think
private
it's a
sector.
good project.
I'm under the understanding also that people will not be able to go up in it unless there is somebody representative there to let them up there. So it's not like they're gonna be up there the entire time, you know, whenever they hike up there, people can get up into the tower. So it's gonna be regulated as to when they go up.
That's the same way with ours, if we ever get that far, and if we plan on putting a fence around so you can't get up and do it unless there's somebody to take it.
Right,
And it's maintained by Friends of Bramley Mountain.
right, and they'll be the ones letting the
Maintained.
people go up,
Right.
and they'll be the ones that will be on site.
Catch them when they fall.
Yes.
Ken, you had something to say?
Yeah, I actually, for the last 12 years, have been doing fire inspections on some of the state fire towers, and the reason is because New York State DEC made it illegal to have open fires above 2,000 feet in elevation or 2,500 feet in elevation, so all of these fire towers that had cabins and wood stoves and had volunteers going them realize that they actually are active in the winter as well, and most people don't realize that. There are a large number of people that go to them, and what happened is they were literally gonna shut down a bunch of towers because the volunteers said, we're not going up there in the winter and freezing to death. What happened was they couldn't get any state code enforcement officers to go do fire inspections. I happened to hunt on Gould's land, and I was hiking up there chasing a big 8-point anyways, how I got sucked into it. So I went up there, and I've been doing it for the last 12 years, go figure. The way they keep them out is they lock the hatch,
Yeah, that's right.
not the stairs.
Right.
They lock the hatch on the bottom, and that's what they do, and that is the state policy on that, okay? And then the other thing I had to ask, and that was just for, that's what actually happens there. My question to the attorney is, second paragraph. In order to utilize the land for the purpose DEP requires that the municipality enter and obtain a land use permit from the city. Land use permit allows for access to the site and is available for a term of 5 years, which can be renewed indefinitely. Next page, third paragraph, restoration. In lieu of a survey bond, DEP will accept a letter from the county stating they will remove the tower if, when the permit is terminated. If at any time, in any 5-year rotation, the county doesn't renew this, that tower has to be taken down.
That's the way
That's
I
what this
understood
says.
Is that a question?
We're just gonna say-
Do we realize that if at any time the county drops this, we're taking this thing down at that time?
Or the
So
city-
if
or the
for
city
some
could-
reason that this doesn't
Or the
happen.
city could deny.
So I guess what the thing is, the only thing I would say to this is when you're gonna go into a contract, and we've done this with entities like New York City, and if you're gonna enter into contracts, New York State, under our state constitution, doesn't allow us to enter into agreements for more than 5 years with municipalities. That's why it's a 5-year agreement, that's why that's 5 years, we all know that. If you're gonna do something that renews indefinitely, then usually what you do is you make it so the terms and agreements of it don't change. Because what happens is 5 years, if DEP comes in and says, hey guys, we had a problem at this one site, now we want you to put this additionally on this for us to continue it. It puts the county in a situation maybe 10 years down the road, 15. It's a little bit more difficult to actually renew this thing, and then you got the burden of having to decommission and taking it down at your expense. And that's a really hard hit, especially if that time you got a lot of tourism coming up. You know, you figure Balsam Mountain, I know that we have 10,000 people that are going up there a year. I had no idea how many people
What's that,
actually.
a fire tower?
Yes, sir. I had no idea the number of people that actually hike up to these things. It's insane. The number of people that go to these people, travel up here just to go up and hike in winter too. They don't stop. So I guess the only thing I would say, speaking to what Jeff is saying, I'd just like to make sure that if you do enter into this, we enter into it with the city understanding that we don't change the terms of this agreement. We enter into this agreement understanding that the terms of this agreement stand indefinitely. And if there is gonna be a change, then that has to be discussed well in advance of that happening, because if you come to the due date and you terminate this, you're tearing it down accordingly. That's what it says, right? That was my comment.
Thank you.
Yes.
In regard to what Pat just said, so if they climb up, I don't know how you get to this tower, I don't know the height and everything else like that. If it's winter time, are they allowed to go up there? If they slip, is emergency services able to get to them from there?
What you usually do is have to take, usually the fire department is called, and that's why we have side-by-side tracks now. That's why all the fire departments, we see volunteers, you see a lot of them have budgeted for side-by-side for tracks, and it's for access up into the state land and on these trails in the winter times. If we have missing persons, we have people that get hurt, because the only other way you're getting up there is a helicopter.
There's
So
a road up there.
most of the time, they're coming out with a side-by-side on a skid, and you're dragging them out on a stretcher. That's my understanding.
There's a road, but you'd have to use a side-by-side on that road.
But it's night, it's not, it's all hill, It's a gradual hill, all the way up there.
So they would have access year round.
UTV.
And it's pedestrian only or other types of mobile devices too?
No, just pedestrian only, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, it's a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
So carried. Bud, you'll be introducing this law, the,
Yes, I will introduce proposed law, local law number 20 of 2023.
Local law of the County of Delaware providing real property tax exemptions for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers pursuant to section 466A of the real property tax law.
okay, and then resolution number 136.
I'll bring resolution number 136 to the floor and move for its adoption.
Second?
Public hearing on proposed local law intro number 20 of 2023.
Okay, so that public hearing will be at our next meeting on August 23rd here in the boardroom at 1 o'clock. It's a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay, we have several not pre-filed resolutions. I'll waive Rule 10 without objection. Resolution number 137.
I'll bring resolution number 137 to the floor and move for its adoption.
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, Department of Emergency Services.
This is basically the second half of the funds for the administrator from emergency services.
Okay, please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yeah.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 138.
Bring this to the floor, ask for its adoption.
2023 budget amendment, receipt of grants, New York State grant funds, New York State Office of Community Renewal, Community Development Block Grant, Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, CARES, Department of Economic Development.
Questions? Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yes.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Resolution number 139.
I'd like to bring this resolution up to the board.
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, acceptance of O'Connor Foundation funds, innovative readiness training, IRT, Department of Planning and Watershed Affairs.
Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuttle,
Yes.
Axtell,
Yes.
Taggart,
Yes.
Marshfield, Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Kosher,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Resolution number 140.
I'd like to bring this resolution up for the board.
Second?
2023 budget amendment, transfer of funds, innovative readiness training, IRT, Department of Planning and Watershed Affairs.
Please call the roll.
Gladstone,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Valente,
Yes.
Tuthill.
Yes.
Axtell.
Yes.
Taggart.
Yes.
Marshfield.
Yes.
Vernal.
Yes.
Driscoll.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Hinckley.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Crozier.
Yes.
Layton.
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Our last not pre-filed resolution, number 141.
I bring this up, move for its adoption.
Second.
Pay the bill.
Payment of audit.
Let's call the roll.
Gladstone.
Yes.
Malay.
Yes.
Merrill.
Yes.
Valente.
Yes.
Tuthill.
Yes.
Axtell.
Yes.
Taggart.
Yes.
Marshfield.
Yes.
Vernal.
Yes.
Driscoll.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Davis. Hinckley.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Crozier.
Yes.
Layton.
Yes.
Sutta.
Yes.
Okay, do any committees need to meet after this meeting? Okay, is there any other business the board wishes to bring up?
I gotta say that, the IRT thing is very good. What that end up bringing into the county, like $500,000-600,000?
Yeah, just under, it's like 580.
It was just good. I volunteered for 10 hours and spent a lot of time there. And Bill and I really got to know some of the soldiers, and really, the whole group was nice. I mean, they were extremely nice people. Very, very professional, very caring, and I think it was a good thing it was a good thing for Delaware County. I don't know if Shelley's here, but there was kind of one weak spot, but I think she's gonna work on it. And, anyway, it was not weak because of the program, we just found there was such a great demand for it that they couldn't supply. And, but other than that, it was just a great event. Worked very well, everything clicked between all the agencies and the county and the soldiers, and just, I even saw this one supervisor in the dentist chair. I said to the doctor working on him, I said, don't have any mercy on that. He ended up pulling 3 teeth on it.
I have heard nothing but positive comments. Even today, between meeting this morning when I was home, continually hear accolades for that whole operation. Very, like Wayne said, very, very good for Delaware County. Thank everyone for
The
participating.
dental and the vision was a big hit.
Yes.
What I thought was really great was that it touched every single one of our departments.
Yep.
And everybody really chipped in and made sure that it was a success.
Well, I must say it was, Walton went above and beyond. The school, New Hope Church, you know, the village, the town, the whole schmear. And since Shelley isn't here, we'd like to thank you, Kent, since you're the top person.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without everyone's help. Everybody,
No,
all the
but I mean,
volunteers
you
too.
guys were the leading force of it, and I appreciate it very much, and I'm sure everybody does. But it was a unity, it brought departments together, people together, the whole schmear. It was a great event. And
But I
appreciate
do
all
have
the-
to, I do have to say that, really a special thanks to Shelley Johnson. She was tremendous right from the beginning. I know I said that at the thank you dinner, but she really put her whole self into it.
She lived
We
it.
appreciate that. Has she recovered?
It's Shelley, she's thinking about the next
I
one.
know. Everybody wants to know if we're doing it next summer.
It won't be next summer, but we want to give the other counties an opportunity.
But she
to
set
buy
the bar
for it.
very high.
Yeah, but the military said that it was, you know, some of them had done 5, 6 of these, and they sang our praise as well, you know, for what a good job Delaware County did.
Yeah, a lot of the military folks mentioned that the community, the people in this community were very, very good, and helpful and
Appreciative.
yes, especially the ones that participated in going through any of the medical procedures that they went through. It was just fantastic. Can't say enough for the military guys.
Another
So-
piece
yes.
of this was the community service tent that was outside. And an unintended consequence of that was a lot of agencies were in there that got to interact with each other in a less formal way, that haven't been able to really see each other face to face in a long time. So, you know, I spent every other day pretty much there, and I got to meet people face to face, even, you know, maybe my direct competition in a couple other health centers. That it was a great opportunity for everybody involved. And when I went up to some of the servers, I thanked them all, and they all said the same thing. We're thanking you because this is how we learn to do what we need to do if we have to. So it was just a great experience.
And then I saw in that dinner, they were relaxing, playing games, and a couple of our office women went in and taught them how to throw them beanbags.
Nice job.
You know what, I had to answer a lot of questions, if I may. A lot of the community people that went for the services didn't understand the concept of the IRT. And I basically had to explain, this is actually a training mission for that unit.
It's the
And
annual training.
Yes, if something happens, real world, and I gave an example, if there's like an earthquake in California and they need every single medical unit, that's what they're doing in Walton is exactly what they'll be doing there. So it was a real world training mission for the military. And that type of experience is hard to come by. So, you know, I'm pretty proud of Delaware County for hosting it. Proud of Walton for being the host community, and proud of all the county services and departments who really, really put their best foot forward. So thank you very much, everyone.
Having that bridge dedication worked right in there so nicely.
Yes, it did. Yes, that worked great.
Quite a treat.
Yes.
So Jess Vecchione has it all on video and pictures. So go on to our government Facebook page. Okay, no meetings this afternoon. Everyone enjoy the last month of summer. See the end of August.
To subscribe or advertise, call 607-464-4009.